Hi everybody, this is David with Cartoon Fortress. As it is November, Barnes & Noble is in the middle of their 50% off Criterion sale. This is a wonderful time of year to pick up the Criterion titles, as they are definitely a more expensive purchase. Any other time of the year, most certainly at Barnes & Noble, but the 50% off sale even beats the Amazon price on a lot of items. As you can see, these are normally $39.99 at Barnes & Noble for kind of a standard Blu-ray. You get 50% off, plus if you're a Barnes & Noble member, you get an additional 10%. So it's definitely a good time to take advantage of picking these up if there's titles that you're interested in. And Criterion certainly has a lot of wonderful titles to offer. I just recently did an unboxing of the Godzilla set, the Showa era films, and that of course just came out at the end of October and just in time for the start of the Barnes & Noble sale. So that is included in the sale if that's something you're looking to pick up, and that's a very impressive set. But for me, aside from the Godzilla set, I picked up the Olympic 100 Years of Olympic Film set, which I have unboxed on the channel already. But then there were five other titles coming out during the sale as new releases that I wanted to pick up during the sale. And today I have three of them for you. The two others that aren't out yet are coming out at the end of the month, and those are the two Bette Davis films, Now Voyager and All About Eve. So those will be out at the end of the month, and I'll hope to pick those up and do an unboxing of those. So the three titles that I have for you today are Matewan here by John Sayles, When We Were Kings with Muhammad Ali, and then the Coker Trilogy, 3 films by Abbas Kiarostami. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but let's go ahead and start with Matewan here. Now, this is a film that I was not aware of, and when Criterion announced it, I went and did a little bit of research, and I'm very, very, very excited to dive into this. And this is an early film for the great Chris Cooper, and whom I'm a really big fan of. And then David Strathairn is in here. James Earl Jones. Or wait, is David Strathairn in here? I could be off on that. But yeah, just a really great cast. And we'll jump to the back here in a second so you can take a look at the... Oops, maybe I'll... And I do try to keep these director-approved stickers to put on the cases later. So this comes to us from 1987. This is written and directed by John Sayles, and really neat cover design. I really like the design that they went with. And yeah, I don't know if I don't know why I was thinking David Strathairn was in this. I think I'm completely wrong. But yeah, Chris Cooper, James Earl Jones, Mary McDonnell, Will Oldham, and then the director of photography is Haskell Wexler, which is really great. So let's go ahead and dive in here. All right, so we get the disc here, and then some really great artwork, looks like here. And then our standard booklet. And there's the continuation of the artwork. And yeah, these aren't as much booklets as they are kind of like leaflets. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of fold out style. I wish they would go, which they do with some sets, with more of the booklet. But we get an essay here by A.S. Hamra called All We Got in Common. And then we get some cast and credit information here, and then some nice photography, nice pictures. So some good content to read through on here. And then as always, we get the information about the transfer, and then production notes, acknowledgements, all that stuff. So nice, neat little package. I like even the brown color on the disc. They really went with a nice color theme on this one. And here's the spine on that one. And let's take a look here. So if you want, you can read up on the synopsis. You can see this is from 1987, 133 minutes, and this is in English. And we've got some director approved Blu-ray special features. So this is really packed. Just to kind of go over a few of these, we get a new 4K digital restoration supervised by John Sayles. Some making of, new interviews, new program on the film's production design featuring Chavushian. And then you get the trailer as well. And yeah, there's some other titles, and this is a Region A disc. There's some other titles in the collection, like I can think of Night of the Hunter off the top of my head, that's a part of the UCLA Film and Television Archive that has that seal on it. So that's really neat. All right, so let's go ahead and put that to the side. Next up, we have When We Were Kings with Muhammad Ali, and this kind of surrounds the fight with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle, and is called one of the greatest sports documentaries ever made. I've never had the opportunity to see this, so I'm really excited to dive in. I'm a big fan of sports documentaries for sure. Like I said, I did get the Olympics set. I have other content in my collection. I have the 30 for 30 5th anniversary set, the OJ Made in America. I always like getting these sports documentaries. I think it's a really good vehicle as well for kind of human drama and interesting storytelling, and I'm excited to view this. So this comes from 1996. Some beautiful cover art here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Really great disc art. And then, oh yeah, looks like this one's, oh no, it is the fold out. Thought we might get an actual booklet, but that does not seem to be the case. So we have an essay called Ready to Fight by Khalifa Saneh. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. I do try my best. And it looks like the author of the essay is a staff writer at The New Yorker, where he writes about culture, politics, and, as often as he can, boxing. So it looks like we have a big boxing fan here. And then here we get the acknowledgements and production credits. And, oh, and yeah, we should mention this is directed by Leon Gast. There's some cool photography. And then about the transfer. Whoops, I did not Well, we'll have to figure out how to... All right, I think that's about where we are. All right. So really cool kind of backdrop there behind the disc and the booklet. Really cool disc art. So a really nice colorful release here. Let's go ahead and jump to the back. So here's a synopsis if you want to read up. This is again from 1996, 87 minutes, so not a long running time. And this comes in at a 1.781 aspect ratio. Special features included, so we get a new 4K digital transfer with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio, Soul Power, a 2008 documentary about the Zaire 74 Music Festival, directed by Jeffrey Kusama Hinte. New interview with producer David Sonnenberg. Interview from 1997 with director Leon Gast. Trailer plus the essay that we went over. So, really great release here. And the last set that I have for today, hopefully not the last one of the sale, but the last one for today is the Coker Trilogy. And this is a box set that I've really been looking forward to unboxing because of its unique design. Now, Abbas Kiarostami, he's a director that I've had a little bit of exposure to. I have seen Close Up, and I have also seen the first film in this collection, which is called Where is the Friend's House. I have not seen the other two films in this collection, but I have to say, after seeing first Close Up, but more so after seeing Where is the Friend's House, I was totally, completely, 100% sold on picking up this box set. Where is the Friend's House is an extremely effective film, and it's effective in its simplicity. It's based off of the idea of sympathy as told through a child's experience. And it's beautiful for that reason, that the whole narrative is driven forward by this one simple idea of sympathy, but it is incredibly effective, incredibly emotional, and just very well told. The little boy in the film, whose name I don't know off the top of my head, he does just an absolutely incredible job. So that's a film that I can definitely give a recommendation on, is Where is the Friend's House? And I'm very much looking forward to diving into the rest of the trilogy, and of course the extra features. So here we have a beautiful box set, and I'll show you once we dive into the box. This is a very unique kind of setup for Criterion. They've never boxed something exactly like this before. So on the front here we have kind of a window, and as we break into the set it'll make more sense. But this is a trilogy, so the three films are kind of represented here. And yeah, so this is three films by Abbas Kiarostami. There's the spine, and then let's jump to the back here. So this is, of course, the Blu-ray edition. So it has Where is the Friend's House from 1987. That comes in at 83 minutes. The second film is And Life Goes On from 1992. Comes in at 95 minutes. And then finally, Through the Olive Trees, 1994, and that is 103 minutes. And these all have English subtitles and are in Persian. So let's jump over here. If you want to read the brief write-up here they have, you can. And then the Blu-ray special edition features, looks like we have a lot to look forward to here. So we get new 2K digital restorations on all three films. New audio commentary, which is awesome. Homework from 1989, a feature-length documentary by Abbas Kiarostami, newly restored. Abbas Kiarostami, Truths and Dreams, a 1994 documentary. New interview with Kiarostami's son, Ahmad Kiarostami. New conversation between scholar Jamshid Akrami and critic Godfrey Cheshire. Conversation from 2015 between Abbas Kiarostami and programmer Peter Scarlett. New interview with scholar Hamid Nafisi. New English subtitle translations plus an essay by Cheshire. So really packed release here. So let's go ahead and jump into the box, the actual box set here. So as we open this up, and then you can see the windows are cut out there on the box. Go ahead and set that aside. So this is really interesting. So we start out with so this is kind of the cover for the third film, and as this folds away, we get the name of the second film. Okay, that folds away. Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, third, second, first. So here is Where is the Friend's House, and then we're greeted with this nice booklet, Where is the Friend's House, and Life Goes On Through the Olive Trees, the Coker Trilogy. So, and then this is definitely a booklet, not a leaflet. So this is something I'm definitely going to look forward to reading. And I am looking forward to the other essays as well, but I really like this presentation a lot better. Some nice photos, essay, and then credits. So definitely looking forward to reading through that. Okay, so here is Where is the Friend's House. And you get that backdrop on the disc, and that will make a lot of sense, kind of that landscape when you watch the film. And I really like how well photographed the film is. Okay, so then you pull this out to the second film, and Life Goes On. And these three films are all interlinked. So the first film was made, and then I believe Kiarostami goes back in the second film, and they're all kind of interlinked in this way. He goes back to interact with I believe the cast from, or the people that he filmed the original Where is the Friend's House with, and it's kind of this layered effect on the story and kind of the whole experience. Thus, you have kind of a visual representation of that through the way that this is all packaged. So there's the backdrop on And Life Goes On with the gray disc. So you can take that one out. And then finally we have Through the Olive Trees. Beautiful, simple disc there. And then that backdrop. Okay. All right, so then you can just stack these back together. And then the booklet. And then that all makes this kind of framed, well, and then especially once you put it back in the box. Oops, booklet's sticking out there. This kind of framed final presentation here. So that's really beautiful. Really interesting, unique packaging. We have a lot of Criterion box sets that kind of look like this from the outside, but you have this kind of cutout framing here, and then of course inside how those all fold in together is really cool. So that is the Coker Trilogy by Abbas Kiarostami. When We Were Kings. And finally, Matewan. Really looking forward to diving into all of these, whereas The Friend's House is the only film out of all 5 that I have here that I've seen, so I have a lot of great stuff to dive into here. But go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to be participating in the November sale at Barnes & Noble. Let me know what titles you're planning on picking up, and let me know what your favorite Criterion film is if you're a collector. I'd love to know. And I'm always looking to kind of broaden my horizons and watch some new films, and so I'm always excited to know what other people are watching and what other people enjoy. As we are over 1,000, Spine 1000 now, which was the Godzilla set. There's just a plethora of wonderful films to view within the collection. So I'm happy to be a part of it and be able to take part in the sale and expand my collection a little bit. At some point I will do a collection tour, and I'll focus specifically on my Criterion titles because it is something that I collect regularly, and I try and take part in the sales each year and build my collection that way. So anyways, also, if you found this video interesting or helpful in any way, I'd appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if there's content that's interesting to you. If you want to go back and look at my previous videos, I try and keep things pretty open and unbox kind of a wide range of things that will appeal to a wide range of people. But there are different things that I'll definitely focus on, and Criterion is one of those things. So if that's something that you enjoy, I'd love to have you on board and have you on for future videos, and always look forward to reading comments from viewers and having good discussion about films. So that will do it for now. This is David signing off with Cartoon Fortress.